Yeah, there's a lot to be awesome. There's a lot of reasons to always feel awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
But I think there's something about you that has this ability that even in times that aren't awesome, correct me if I'm wrong, do you channel that energy and turn it into awesome?
I mean, I try to always remain positive. I feel like that's an ongoing process for everybody. I know how horrible I feel when I'm negative and in a negative mindset, that I just try to turn things into the positive, and luckily it's ran into my favor because I feel like anytime I'm going through something, I just write a song about it and it ends up doing well, and I feel way better.
So it's healing for you.
It is healing. It is a healing process.
Are you writing songs immediately after you feel things or you experience something, or do you take time, soak it in, unpack, and then write?
If I write a song immediately after, I think I'll write the song in like 5 to 10 minutes.
Wow.
Immediately after. It like pours out of me. I've definitely wrote some songs whenever I could get the chance, you know, hitting up my engineer, shout out to Dennis. I'm like, yo, we got to record it right now. I'm in the mood. And then the songs always end up being my favorites because it's so vulnerable and emotional.
Because you can, obviously, as a listener, you can feel what you're actually going through because the lyrics matter.
Thank you.
And the way you tell a story, it's impeccable. Free Spirit is a phenomenal album.
Thank you so much.
Your positivity attracts people to you.
Thank you.
People appreciate it and they want to work with you, right?
Hopefully, right?
Why do you think people want to work with you?
I don't know. Maybe I give out, you know, the best energy that I can in the moment. Although I know that I'm going to have my days where I'm sad, I feel like I never want to meet someone and have a smile on my face that's not genuine, because I feel like I don't ever want to give anyone energy that I wouldn't want to receive myself.
That is a beautiful thing to say and a great way to live life.
Thank you so much.
Because you really do get what you give.
Yeah, of course.
What you put out is what you get. And if you're doing that, and I don't know, you're just starting things on the right foot.
Yeah, we're all pulling out energy from the ether, and we all get to give it back to everybody else. So why not pull out good energy and give good energy back, you know?
Amen. Is there a record of yours that we should listen to best get to know you?
There's so many. Self off of Free Spirit, definitely. And Vertigo off of Sun City. I feel like that's one of my favorite songs, and that's kind of where I want to go. And I want to write more introspective songs and songs about, you know, how I'm feeling more than songs about relationships. I feel like the relationship with yourself is the most important relationship of them all.
Beautiful. Is that challenging, or which is more challenging to you as an artist? Is it looking within yourself or examining something that you experience with somebody else?
It's always more challenging looking at yourself because we're our biggest critic, but then at the same time I feel like we never want to hurt our own feelings, and sometimes it's good to look in the mirror and reflect and allow yourself to acknowledge the positive things about yourself, but also the things that you can change and better. I mean, I always want to be a better person the next day than I was the day prior.
What'd you learn about yourself from creating Free Spirit?
I learned that I'm very stubborn, and I tend to cut people off very easily when I feel, you know, in danger, and I feel like I need to do a better job at making sure that I have conversations to understand both ends, mine and theirs, and I feel like it will allow my relationships to continue to prosper. And I mean, you kind of live your life like, I'm gonna shut, if you like do me wrong, I'm gonna shut you out forever. And that people don't change. People do change. You know, it just takes some time.
I have the same problem. If you do me dirty, I have no problem like cutting somebody off and just
so
living my
easy,
life.
yeah.
Just keep moving,
continuing, right?
Because there's so much in our present and right in front of our faces that deserve attention.
But it creates resentment. And then you look at them forever in a negative way instead of looking at all the positive that they did for you as well. And if they never change, that's up to them. But if you keep continuing and, you know, you keep that good energy within your heart, then everything will work out.
I'm getting wrapped. But my last question is a personal question on this, because it is something that I've gone through and I experience, right? This, you know, people do you dirty and you got to keep moving. And then you come in contact with these people and you can't even say something to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
How do you rekindle something that was shut off like that? Did you have to do that, where you shut somebody off, realized where it went wrong, and then had to call them up and admit fault? Like that's I know I need to do it, but it's a hard thing to do.
It's tough, right? For me, I definitely started off with an apology on both ends. If they don't, say what you want them to say, then you realize that they haven't grown up and it's time to continuously move on. But as long as you forget about the negative void that you had towards them and you're like, look, I'm sorry that things didn't work out for us. Life will go on and, it works itself out.
Khalid, I appreciate your energy.
Thank you.
I appreciate your words, and I thank you for taking the time.
Thank you
really,
so much.
Always a big pleasure, man.
Oh, good to see you.
Congratulations on life. Good to see you, too.